guys, Jordan with TYT and TYT Politics. Give me 1 second. I did not plug in my headphones here. I hope everybody's doing okay. I am going to give you a blatantly honest and behind-the-scenes take into journalism, so you know everything that happened today. So, last night, let me back up. Right now I'm in South Dakota. I was not in North Dakota today. Let me explain. So, the Young Turks covered a ballot measure that was going to be repealed in South Dakota, an anti-corruption ballot measure. They covered it on the show. Basically, the Republicans don't like that the voters voted for anti-corruption rules, campaign finance reform, caps on how much money politicians can accept from lobbyists. So I was going to take a detour from North Dakota to South Dakota today to cover that. Guess I picked the wrong day to do that, huh? Every day you're just guessing whether there's going to be police raids or some activity at Standing Rock. I heard whispers that people feel like some of the camps might get raided, things like that, but I decided to come to South Dakota. I spoke with Cenk about it, and we decided to send me to South Dakota to cover this repeal vote, which they did repeal it, and I covered the protests outside on the Young Turks Facebook page. I actually left my camera person in Standing Rock. So my camera person, Asher, was there all day. She wasn't live, but she got the footage, and she's editing it right now. So she's going to be editing that, and you'll be able to see our footage up on the channel. So basically, we split up. In hindsight, wrong choice because I did not know that there was going to be raids and arrests today. So the other days I was there were a lot more quiet. So sometimes you guess wrong, and that's what happened today. But I was keeping up to date what was going on there. As always, when I am not somewhere, I say, listen, I was not there. So I could only report what I know for fact, but I might be missing some things because I was not there. First and foremost, Chase Iron Eyes, who's been a leader in the Standing Rock movement. He ran for North Dakota Congress as a Democrat, lost. He has urged more people to come back, more water protectors to come back to Standing Rock. He was arrested today. I don't have information on whether he's still in jail, whether he's out yet. My suspicion is he is still in jail. Basically what happened, and I'm giving you the whole behind the scenes here, the whole behind the scenes. So at 5 in the morning, my cameraman knocked on my door and said, Chase is texting us that they're moving camp right now. So Chase, along with other water protectors, were moving from the main Oceti-Sakowin camp to right across the bridge. There's a bit of a hill. There's a hill that overlooks the backwater bridge. So they were moving people there and putting their teepees there and essentially trying to establish a new camp on higher ground, right on top of backwater bridge. So Chase wanted us to go cover it. I said to my camera person, I have to be up in 4 hours to go to South Dakota, so we'll get footage from somebody else. I can't drive to South Dakota on no sleep because I didn't get to bed till 2. So apparently in the middle overnight, Chase and other water protectors were moving to that hill overlooking backwater bridge. They moved teepees and other things. As a result, the police, the North Dakota police, there looked to be National Guard help as well, came in to force them off that hill. They were calling it private land. I do not know for fact whether that is private land or it is not. Of course, all of this is not really private land, as I reported, and we know by treaties. This is all Native American land. But according to the U.S. law, they're on private land. The main Oceti-Sakowin camp is, technically speaking, according to the government, Army Corps land. I do not have the information whether where they moved to this hill overlooking Backwater Bridge is considered private land. I hear from some people that the landowner who owns that part gave permission, but I don't have the exact confirmation. So I'm being clear. I do not know if that hill is considered private land or not. However, I do have confirmation it's not private land because it's treaty land. Treaty land. As per the 1851 and 1868 Fort Laramie treaties. So, treaties have been ignored by the government, stomped on the government, discarded by the government for years. But, so basically the police came in today, they raided the new camp, I think it was called Little Children Camp, if I'm correct, and started mass arrests right on that hill where the new camp was set up. There was a very large police presence right at the front gate of Oceti-Sakowin camp, essentially trying to keep water protectors in, so more water protectors didn't go up to the bridge, didn't go up to the new camp. I believe that they went in, Last Child Camp, thank you. I believe they went in right away so that this camp wouldn't get bigger. And they've been trying to get to Chase Iron Eyes for weeks, because as we see as a pattern, as I've shown in my reporting, they go after camp leaders, people that the water protectors respect and follow their prayer, follow their suggestions. So they went after Chase, and now they're going after Michael Marcus and others. So Chase, from multiple sources, was arrested. I'll follow up to see on what charges. My assumption is they're going to try to get him on criminal trespassing. They're going to try to make it seem like he incited a riot. All this. Fortunately, Chase is a lawyer, so he'll know. He'll know. I also have been told that between 40 and 60 water protectors were arrested on the bridge by that camp. So as we saw for weeks, more and more arrests by the police, what I like to call the oil police. I should also be clear, following up on my report last night on Facebook, last night I reported that North Dakota Senator John Hoeven had issued a statement saying he was informed by the acting Secretary of the Army that the acting Secretary of the Army told the Army Corps to issue the final permit for the Dakota Access Pipeline. So I made it clear this is not a formal announcement that the permit was granted. This is just a senator from North Dakota saying he's been informed of that. Well, the Army Corps came out today and said there has been no formal decision made on the final permit for the pipeline, which I tweeted and put on Facebook. So, take that for what it's worth. But let me make it clear, there has been no formal announcement that the easement or permit was granted. If you look at the Army Corps' statement, which I posted on Facebook and Twitter, it seems to suggest that they are looking into, whether it would even be legal to do so. And they're referencing President Trump's presidential memorandum, which I've spoken with legal experts is not worth the paper it's written on. So, bottom line, there was a raid of a new camp that was set up with Chase and others. They took the teepees down and all those things. The camp was not very old. They just started moving people over there. Oceti-Sakowin, the main camp, was not raided, but police did, come in at the front gates and try to instill fear in the water protectors. To my knowledge, there wasn't violence, according to my cameraman who was there. But again, I wasn't there, and she didn't see the whole thing. She was just where she was. So I'll be looking into all these things. But again, most journalists aren't honest. So I'm honest. I went down to South Dakota. Cenk wanted me to cover this anti-corruption ballot measure that got repealed. I had no way of knowing that this was going to happen today. So, unfortunately, I drove the wrong way on a day that all this happened. Fortunately, I didn't take my cameraman. I kept her there. So we'll have footage from her going up on the channel as soon as we can. And, of course, I'll follow up on the reporting. There was also a roadblock put in place by the BIA, Bureaus of Indian Affairs. If you're familiar with this location, there's a pit stop, it's called, on Highway 1806, between the main camp and pit stop. the BIA put down a road blockade, so more water protectors could not get into the main camp from Sacred Stone. You have to go through this road that they closed off from Sacred Stone Camp, which has between 500 and 1,000 water protectors there. So I don't know if that's still there. I guess I'll see as I drive back to South Dakota. I am not driving right now. I'm parked. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't be everywhere. I'm trying to cover many things at once. So I do the best I can. Fortunately, I didn't take my cameraman. I went live on my phone, so my camera woman was there. But Chase was arrested. There was a raid of the new camp Chase and other water protectors tried to organize. I will see. I'm assuming that camp was taken down. There are live streams from Johnny Dangers was live. Digital Smoke Screens was live. Last Real Indian, I believe it's called, was live. So there's other people who were live. But as I always say, call the North Dakota governor, call the Morton County Sheriff, call the Army Corps of Engineers, protest. I don't think there's enough discussion in the protest, in the water protectors demonstrations, that the fact that President Trump is invested in this pipeline, that's third world corruption type stuff. So that needs to be front and center. The fact that this president is invested in this pipeline and it's blatantly corruption. So you need to push that on social media. You need to push that with your local legislators. But it can't be everywhere. So that's the deal. If you have seen, I got in a little confrontation with an ATF officer yesterday who lied repeatedly on the stand. While I was there, there were some pipeline, pro-Trump, borderline racist, I would call them, folks out there who tried to heckle me. Apparently, some of them have made videos titled, "Who is Jordan Chariton?" Putting a lot of false information about me out there. So, haters gonna hate, not worried about it. But for the record, I did not watch the movie Fargo to learn the accent that I used in my undercover video. I've never seen the video Fargo in my life. So, but anyway, I got a long drive, about 3 hours back to North Dakota from South Dakota, so I'm going to get going. Share this video as always. Please watch the videos on youtube.com/TYTPolitics. We will get up the footage from today as soon as my camera person gets back to the hotel and edits it. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow.